Curtis Axel should have been able to been called whatever his name, Joe Henning.
Yeah,
think of the boost that would have
Yeah.
gave him, Paul.
Yeah. She said, Arn, who are some of the best second and third generation wrestlers and some who didn't make the cut in their career? So when you think of second and third generation wrestlers, who are some of the top that come to your mind as, man, they made it. They really took what was before them and became big stars. And then maybe a few guys that, hey, they tried their hand at it, just didn't seem to be their thing.
Cody, Dustin, got to put them at the top.
No brainers for sure. Yep.
Brad Armstrong, got to put him up there in that group. Gosh, help me out here with
Randy
some
Orton.
choices. Randy Orton.
Yeah.
I mean, and let me tell you, his dad, Bob Orton Jr. and Dick Slater, were my reasons for getting in the wrestling business. Bob Orton Jr., I don't think gets enough credit for the performer that he was, as well as Dick Slater. And Randy came right behind him, every bit as good, but in a different way. Their styles are not the same. They're completely different. Help me out here.
Some guys are putting some Kurt Hennig, that's what Mike Graham from the get-go.
For whatever reason, they just wouldn't let him be himself. And
it never worked out. I thought that DiBiase's kid would have been able to do more when he was with Cody and Randy.
It just got shortchanged. To your point, I feel like they had another year run, Randy and those two.
Yeah,
I think it got cut off way too short.
Dan said Eric Watts on the other side wasn't one of the ones that I don't know that I guess second generation. You think about it, Bill Watts and him. Who else? Oh, Bray Wyatt, Andrew Big Reds, our research guy, and Taylor.
Sure.
Yeah,
and Taylor, which didn't get to probably do everything that he was possible for him to do. He was a tremendous performer. Really was.
Let me ask you about this guy, because I don't know if maybe you had the opportunity to work with him at all when you were in WWE, maybe because he was in developmental. Did you ever have any interaction with Ricky Steamboat's son?
No, he was down there at the Florida Championship Wrestling, and I went down and scouted a couple times while he was there, but not for any more than that. I got to see him. But I mean, how can you be Steamboat's kid and not have some talent?
Right. I always thought, man, his genetic, whoever, he's got to be a phenomenal talent. You would just assume based on what Ricky was able to accomplish. But I think injuries and other things led to him making a career change.
Yeah, I wasn't sure of the entire story, but I think he did get hurt.
Yeah.
Which it happens a lot,
yeah.
And people just disappear off TV or off the roster, and nobody knows why. And in those days, you didn't make a big deal about where they were or why they weren't there. You just realized they weren't there.
Sure, for sure. Well, we have another super chat that just came in, and I'm going to let you guess who you think it. Actually, it's from Efren Claus. Arn, he has given us another $20.
Oh my God.
He says, you just popped him, Efren. He says, thanks for the dinner menu, Arn, but you forgot to tell us about the desserts and drinks. And when you answer this, please be careful of Bromwell's drool, which may cause you to slip when you stand up from your chair.
Now, did not include the peanut butter cookies?
You did mention peanut butter cookies.
With the piece of chocolate in the middle. Right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we had the no bake cookies.
You did say no bake. I think Efren was so caught up in the stuffed mushrooms and the prime rib and the lobster tail and all that other stuff, it just completely missed it.
You try those two desserts on and tell me they don't qualify.
Oh yeah.
Those no bake cookies are off the hook, brother.
Are you an iced tea guy, or what do you like to drink with your meal?
I like unsweetened iced tea.
Yeah.
Crazy thing, when I quit drinking alcohol,
Yeah.
I started drinking a lot of water, and now I'm addicted to it. It just, you
Okay.
realize that you
Good.
feel better in some ways that you can't really explain, but it's all those years when you're just drinking beer and you're not drinking enough water, you get the hangovers were worse and cramping was a little bit worse. You couldn't figure
Dehydrated.
out
Sure.
why. Yeah,
Yeah.
how about you're dehydrated? Be smart, drink some water. So that would be my drink of choice: ice water and unsweetened iced tea.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Can you see me now? That
I
McDonald's
can.
Wi-Fi kicked in again, and somebody had a big order: Big Mac, quarter pounder, large fry. So it took me a little bit. I'm back now.
Tell them to put a
You
little bit of salt on the fries. Really, I don't know why they cut that out.
and Ephraim for dessert, they ordered the chocolate chip cookies and a caramel latte. So McDonald's order's taken. We're back. But man, I hear you. Last I heard you talking was about the water and how that's really changed you in terms of you really are addicted to drinking it. So that's good.
It's good for you.
Yeah, I like it. All right. Yeah. Poor Paul. I thank you guys. Yeah. Paul's glitching like a son bitch. Best show ever with him frozen, says Ephraim. Ephraim, appreciate that. Now the funny part is I can't get his oh, let me see. Can I get his super chat? Yeah. Okay, cool. I thought that was going to be frozen. So good stuff. All right, let's keep going. All right, let's continue going. And someone wants to know about your upper back and upper body workout, Arn. What kind, Glocks and Grippers says, what kind of upper back workout did Arn do? He may not get credit as a body guy, but he had the neck and upper back of a pit bull at various times in his career.
Wow. Always tried to do decently heavy shoulder presses, but with a machine, you can handle a little more weight if it wasn't free weights. Always tried to do some lat work, which it kind of had a different meaning for me. The main thing you had to be in our business is limber if you're going to protect yourself, and those overhead lat pulls would stretch out your neck area, your trap area, besides what it would do for your back. And, I just didn't have the genetics to have a great body, but I would do the things and train. I did some inclines, pretty decent, never a big bencher. But you would train whatever body parts may have been weaker or ailing or something you could get hurt as a result of. You would try to spend your time concentrating on those, even though a lot of times it wasn't your familiar or your favorite exercises.